Hello YouTube, on today's video I would like to give you a visual comparison between the Apple Watch as well as the Polar v800. I had the Polar since about 6 months, the Apple Watch since about 2 months, and I would like to show you how they look compared within each other. So as you can see from the front, the Polar looks a little bit bigger, although if you compare the screen size, it's nearly identical, not much difference here. Of course, the Apple Watch has a lot more options than the Polar. Polar has a black and white screen monochrome, while the Apple Watch has a Retina display with Force Touch. From the sides, if you can see from the sides, it's pretty surprising that they are nearly identical. If you put them next to each other, you can see that the Apple Watch is actually maybe a little bit thicker. They did it very smartly, that they did this convex part of the optical heart rate sensor, while the rest of the watch has these round edges. Compared to the Polar, it's a little bit more squared, looking a little bit more bulky, but actually it is not. If you compare weight, the Polar is a little bit more heavier, but it depends which version of the Apple Watch you're going to choose. This is the Sports Edition, which has the lightest casing as far as I know. Then the stainless steel is going to be a little bit more heavy, as well as the Gold Edition. Polar has a stainless steel casing with an aluminum core. In addition, it has built-in GPS and a built-in altimeter sensor. As you can see, the other benefit of the Polar is that under sunlight it is maybe a little bit more clear to see. It depends in which menu you are. If I go here into the options, you can see that the font is pretty small, but of course it depends what you're doing. Also, as you can see, the Polar has a sticker that's part of a screen protector. The Apple Watch has a screen protector as well. It is very reflective, so if you do sports outside, maybe this is something that you should keep in mind. Apple Watch has the optical heart rate sensor. It works pretty well. The watch has to be worn very tight, so it works accurately. In addition, you can pair it with a Bluetooth smart regular heart rate strap that goes around your chest. This one does not have an optical sensor, as you can see. That's your personal preference. So these are the two watches. In terms of weight, this is about 82 grams if I'm not mistaken. This is about 70 grams if I compare those two. Just so you can see here, maybe if we go and do a brief run, how it looks like. This would be the comparison. Here you can see the Polar v800 on my wrist. That's something that might be helping you choosing as well. As you can see, it looks big. I'm 6'3", hands watch. If we compare to the Apple Watch, I have it on my right hand. It looks a little bit nicer since the edges are round. The whole thing looks a little bit more useful for daily life. Looks a little bit more thinner, but as we discovered, it's not really much thinner than the Polar. So this might help you choosing which watch you would like to wear for sports and daily life as well. The band here, as far as I know, is only replaceable by Polar, as you can see here and here. If it breaks, Apple has a lot more customization. If you look online, more and more is coming out, so you can have the official watch band by Apple or some other manufacturer, so you can customize it much more than Polar, and this one is also available in a smaller version for women. There are several reviews about this watch and its menu, its operating system, and abilities for sports, as well as the Polar. I will not go into that today, but I can tell you that this having built-in GPS makes life a little bit more easy. So if you're the casual fitness type of person that goes to the gym most of the times, then the Apple Watch is good. You don't need built-in GPS since you're not outdoors. However, if you're one of the more intense sports people, I would recommend a dedicated sports watch instead of the Apple Watch, at least comparing these two releases. Thank you so much. I hope this is helping to give you a little bit of an assistance which watch you should buy, which one is the right one for you. Thank you so much. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below.